days too bright outside, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side, and it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it, thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
In NBA 2K My Team mode, we have spotlight challenges where you recreate a moment from an NBA player's career. So Damian Lillard chose that incredible moment from that 2019 Western Conference playoff game. And guess who was on the call? You were. Can you recreate that moment and tell us what was going through your head?
You know, what was going through my head as a play-by-play announcer, you're always worried about sidelines. So what was going through my head was...
The Spurs came into the arena earlier with one thought on their mind, walking out of here with a win. A beautiful look at downtown Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City, where we're coming to you today. On the day that George Washington was born, 2K Sports brings you the best in NBA coverage. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League Pathway program, some say that the NBA is competing now with college hoops for top high school players. G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim said, "I don't think so. This is an opportunity for unique talents, a select group that are tracking toward the NBA. It's a different model from college. Guys, we'll see how this works out in the years to come."
DA, thanks a lot. Looking now at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And the starting group for the Spurs: Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's Johnson. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Pirtle in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Hornets, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Ball out there with Rozier. And it's Hayward in at the small forward position. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason? Or, in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change. And the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Poked loose, DeRozan with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Puts it up from 15, and the basket by DeRozan.
And this has really always been a staple of his game. You see how confident DeRozan is with that mid-range.
Now, here's Ball. Dishes it to Zeller. And the pass to Hayward. And Pirtle sends it back. It's DeRozan with the drive. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game, don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Ball with the bucket.
You see how Hayward just made that pass? You got to say, man, he's got some vision.
For San Antonio, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Murray, no good. For the Hornets, they come into this one following a loss to the Spurs. Hayward passes the ball. He kicks to Zeller. Shot clock at 6. And there's Rozier on the assist by Zeller.
Well, this is the kind of teammate Zeller is, willing to give it up when he has guys open.
Murray for 3. Good on the triple.
They've come out with guns blazing, 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D reeling.
Hornets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
To the middle. Here's Ball. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Murray against Rozier. And it's DeRozan with the extra effort.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And here's Charlotte. It's a 5-point game. Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Hornets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Poked away and stolen by White. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Zeller. Back to Ball. Puts up a 3. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by 7. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
The bench did exactly what they needed to do. Without their production, who knows if they win that game?
Here is Hayward, following the basket by Derek White. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists tonight. Deep 2 from Murray. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Murray's got 10 points. For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. And it's sent back by White. Here's Johnson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Hornets trail by 8. Rozier for 3. Pass to Washington. There's the dish to Ball. Wants to get it to Zeller and does. Great positioning on the putback.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Murray, good.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Ball against Murray. It's tipped and stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Draws contact on the shot. And now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Hornets trail by 12. Rozier with the ball. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Ball, no good. And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's White. It's deflected.
I love Rozier putting that much effort into his team. Let's see more of the same every possession.
Washington, that's good.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Ball, the bounce pass. Zeller inside. DeRozan defending. A shot by Hayward, wide open. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Ball with the bucket.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Great 3-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Ball with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. San Antonio leading by 11. Here's White. Good, nice job down low. White's got 6.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. Jumping out to an impressive early lead. A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Murray, good.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
They just weren't ready for that game. It looked like they just weren't prepared. The final score tells you the story.
a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. In third, the Hornets.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
Here's Mills. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And now look at Patty Mills here. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 12 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
Yeah, no doubt. He knows how to run this offense. It's a tremendous asset to this team coming off the bench.
And the first one drops. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcomed with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Yep, that one goes. And the Spurs lead by 19.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
San Antonio's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Mills has got 6 points.
How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break?
Charlotte calls timeout.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Gordon Hayward.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Now, here's Bridges. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Got a piece of it.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. Can they get it? And that one, good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Walker with it, and it's Martin picking him up. Shot from the wing. Walker's shot is off.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Now, here's Monk. Tight defense on him. Passes to Martin. 5 on the clock.
for a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that one's a stunner.
And it's Walker penetrating and finished off by Walker.
Oh, the selflessness of Gay. Someone who is always looking to dish the rock to these guys.
Here's Monk. 23 points for him the last game against San Antonio. Now the feed to Martin. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Spurs leading by 19 points. And Rudy Gay with the slam.
And Gay loves putting on the show when the time is right. The way he leaves the floor for these slams is just simply breathtaking.
Bridges kicks to Martin. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Walker. Outside, Martin. 4 on the clock. Shoots the 3. The shot, no good. And the Spurs going the other way now.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
San Antonio making a switch here. Lyles checked in. Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Monk, no one around him, makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Well, Monk's being assertive off the catch. It's a challenge for the D to get up on him because he's so quick to rise and fire.
The offensive rebound, and Gabe with the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 21.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Outside, Martin. To the paint, here's Bridges. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, because of his size and strength, Bridges is able to take advantage of defenders inside.
And here's Mills for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Out to the right wing, Monk. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Monk's got 5.
Oh, great ball movement from Bridges there. I mean, the self-awareness, the selfless attitude leading to the wide open shot.
Shot's good by Mills.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
To the inside, here's Monk. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 7 points in the game.
It's good to see Monk get chances like this. I mean, easy looks help in getting him into a rhythm.
From deep, Walker gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Outside, Martin. The pass to Bridges. Inside, it's tipped. Makes it off the glass. Bridges has got his second basket.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Shot's good by Mills.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Mills. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
He's showing he has the ability to hit huge shots. That's got to fire him up.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Spurs out in front, running away with it. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Well, credit the coaching. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
San Antonio's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. On the court right now for the Spurs, Trey Lyles out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Mills. And it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's Charlotte with it after the basket by San Antonio. And it's good for 2.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
The Hornets shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Now Martin. Here's Biyombo. Gay with the block.
And Gay has put a ton of work into his defense over the years. Specifically, it's how he times blocking those shots.
Here's Charlotte now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
They just weren't ready for that game. It looked like they just weren't prepared. The final score tells you the story.
And it's in there. Walker's got 10 points in the game.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set them up.
Now, here's Biyombo. 11 points last game. Outside, Martin. Kicks it to Martin. There's the double team with Walker. Here's Biyombo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, here's Bridges. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. It's Martin on the wing, covered by Lyons. 5 to shoot. One-on-one fast break. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now here's Martin. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. 16 feet away. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gay's got 4 rebounds in this game. Walker goes in. That one goes. Count it. Walker's got 6 points in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here's Martin. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Now, here's Monk, covered by Mills. Biyombo, no luck.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that one's good by Gay.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
For Charlotte, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Biyombo, the pass to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, incredible verticality from Bridges. I mean, he takes off over the defense and just buries the dunk.
And finished off by Walker.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now, it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
I got Porsche with the frog guy. Got a hand crack the DJ with a palm collar. All this money on my mind, I got a black dope, brand new white Rolls Royce.
And checking out the stats for Rozier, he's been dominant over the last month. Right around 21 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others. Great work right there on the inbounds play, getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
White, good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Ball with it. He's got 8. Pass to Rozier. Fires the 3. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Rozier's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Even from long range, Rozier plays with real intensity. He's always on the attack.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. Here's ball. Following the bucket by the Spurs. Zeller trying to free himself up. And DeRozan sends it back.
Well, an instinctual scorer with a strong build, Washington puts opponents in compromising defensive positions.
Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
Stan's only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, P.J. Washington defines what it means to be a modern big. I mean, the hybrid label has been turned into a positive.
He hits both from the stripe. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Hayward. 7 points in the game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And the size of Hayward is an advantage inside. I mean, he does a good job at drawing contact.
The Hornets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. That's their third straight make off an assist.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Ball, the pass to Zeller. Back to Ball. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Murray with it. Now defended by Hayward. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Shooting one.
Free throw good, Murray. Here's Ball. He's got 10. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Now Ball. Rozier for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Rozier's got 11 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Hornets have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Knocked away and stolen by Murray. Jumps up, and he goes big with the dunk right over Cody Zeller.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And it's the Hornets with the ball after the basket by San Antonio. Hayward kicks to Rozier to the wing on the left. A clear look for Ball. The Hornets keeping it alive. The new 14.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 10. It's stolen by Johnson. And here we go, Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Ball, the pass to Hayward. Charlotte moving the ball around. Rozier kicks to Ball. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. He's got 13.
Yeah, Rozier has great vision on the floor and sees his teammate in the ideal situation.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. Smooth sailing for San Antonio. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Nice hustle there. You can count on DeRozan for this. He works so tirelessly as a scorer.
Ball, the pass to Rozier. For three, Hayward. The rebound by the Spurs.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
Boy, and DeRozan is a tough assignment, able to fend off contact as well on that drive.
And the Hornets with possession here. And here is Ball. 13 points in the game. Down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And see, well, really, because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. We saw signs of growth last year.
San Antonio calls timeout. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Get ahead. Life's a gamble, bet on black and make sure that you tread softly. Dreams, I had visions on making it the pro. It's therapeutic, I had to use it to calm my soul. Was my it kept control, got me. Every time I used it, it took my soul. Dreams, I had visions on making it the pro. Now I'm doing music, I really do this to hear my flow. Went from breaking their ankles, rocking them to the flow. Now I'm rocking like that every show.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at San Antonio. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move.
And you know, for the Spurs, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the years gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
But there are still some very strong teams above them. So, yes, they are contenders, but I wouldn't call them favorites just yet.
The first free throw is good.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier, that's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
Good on both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Ball with it. 13 points in the game. Hayward outside. Wing shot on the way. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Murray. Got it. Good job in the low post. Murray's got 43 points.
If they close this win out, I know who my MVP is. His offensive performance tonight has been unreal.
Back to Zeller. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
The muscle of Zeller coming into play. Great work taking on the defense, empowering through the contact.
Here's DeRozan. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Murray against Ball for three. Hayward, that's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And DeRozan, here we go. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And that's a display of DeRozan's athletic ability, making his presence felt on offense.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. Ball, the pass to Zeller. Here's Hayward. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense is creating some great opportunities.
Now, here's Ball. 13 points in the game. From 15 feet away, Hayward can hit.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Well, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. To the inside, Ball. And Ball slams it in.
What an inventive play from Rozier. Able to find holes the defense doesn't even know are there.
Here's Pirtle. Here's Eubanks. And he lays it straight in.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
So active, so energetic, helping to lead the charge for this team.
Here's Rozier. Over in the corner, Washington. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, you can't let Washington get comfortable. I mean, off a feed, PJ is a better shooter.
DeJounte Murray has been leading the charge for San Antonio. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. DeJounte Murray had no problems getting going. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points. 2 steals. Even though he's been a 20-point scorer for almost a decade, it seems everyone wants more from DeMar DeRozan. Big fella, is that a fair take from fans?
You know, with analytics taking over, people complain about the lack of 3-pointers he makes. But to me, 20 points a night is 20 points a night. It's simple math, Ernie. 2 plus 2 is 5.
True. DeRozan's still an efficient scorer, Ernie. And if you don't want that flashy guy running around, but you want an efficiency, you get it from DeMar DeRozan. 2 plus what? I just caught that.
2 plus 2 is 6. You heard me.
No, it's 5.5. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Terry Rozier is out there with Ball, and it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. Now, here's Ball. With some arc, he takes it up and lays it in. Ball's got 17.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Washington, and Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation from Pirtle on that one, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's Hayward, and Hayward with the stuff.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Murray kicks to DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. He's got 16.
What a warrior this guy is. DeRozan showing how dangerous he is shooting even while under pressure.
Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for it with hops.
And DeRozan. Oh, that was something else.
And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
And so here's Charlotte. Pass to Washington. Washington tips it back in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Murray, good.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
To the wing right side. Ball from long range. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He has great body control for a big man. Zeller takes the hit, but keeps on finishing.
Good on the shot. White's got 10 points in the game.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Well, when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
Now, here's Rozier. After the miss from Derek White. And the dunk by Zeller.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Pirtle. Banked in off the glass.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
Now, here's Ball. 17 points in the game.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Martin's checked in for the Hornets. San Antonio also making some changes. Trey Lyles checked in for Jakob Pirtle. Gay comes in for Johnson. And Walker subbed in for Murray. Count it, good. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. To the middle, here's Ball. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 6th assist on the night.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it, opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Walker's shot is off. The Hornets have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. But they recover it. And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Incredible effort from Rozier. I mean, he's such a great rebounder for his size.
DeRozan with it. Washington's on him. And it's DeRozan missing. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Here's Rozier. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Getting out on the break. Terry's got a good nose for the basket. High IQ score.
DeRozan. That's good. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Ball, the pass to Washington. Zeller trying to free himself up. And then Washington with the dunk.
Serious verticality from Washington. Soars up to the rim and throws it down.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Whoa, that'll wake you up. He is such a great athlete. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Ball's got 21.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
That one goes in.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Pass to Martin. To the paint. Here's Rozier. Lays it up and banks it in. Rozier's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And it's White missing. Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 14-6 run. A nice shot by Zeller.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And San Antonio shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Shots good by Walker.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Now, here's Rozier. He's got 22. There's the double team with Walker. And it's Ball in the corner. Uncovered. They get it again. Yep, it counts. Zeller's got 14.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Game. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Now, here's Rozier. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Basket counts. Rozier's got 11 points in the quarter.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Offensive rebound. Another shot. And DeRozan lays it in.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Rozier. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Ball. He's got 21. The pass to Rozier. Martin with it. He's covered by Gay. Charlotte moving the ball around. Chalk up 2 there. Ball's got 23 points.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Here's DeRozan. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. San Antonio calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
See the stat sheet here on Miles Bridges, how his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 10 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
And there's Bismack Biyombo on the assist from Bridges. And San Antonio shooting it beautiful here in the third, 56% from the field.
And thinking back, Biyombo selected 7th overall because of the pre-draft measurements and workouts, which were unreal.
He has a 7'6" wingspan, flashed tremendous speed for his size. He also has showed a mature, positive attitude. He speaks 5 languages. Scouts came away impressed with his total package.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Inside, Bridges misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The pull-up. Here's Vassell. Biyombo with the block. And they'll keep possession. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
When you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Terry Rozier. And San Antonio also making a switch. Johnson's checked in.
One shot.
That's good from Rudy Gay.
Oh, well, throughout his career, Gay has been an offensive force and mastermind at manipulating defenses.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Biyombo. Back to Martin. He kicks to Bridges. Pass to Hayward. They get it back. And Hayward with the stuff.
Big-time play by Hayward. One of those guys who creates offense in a number of ways.
Here's Vassell. It's rebounded by Charlotte. 1:52 left to play in the third. Bridges. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Over Monk. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Oh, and the presence of mind from Gay to go with the pull-up, so skilled at reading defenses and knowing when he has the room to shoot.
Passes it to Hayward. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Hornets 4th.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
First one falls for him.
And every season, I mean, Hayward plays with so much confidence these days.
Hayward hits them both. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And that one's good by Gay.
And when Gay gets the hot hand, just keep feeding him. He can really stroke it from any area of the court.
The pass to Bridges. 1:05 left in the third quarter of the game. Mills with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
From about 19 feet. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Mills has got 22 points.
Oh, that's just a terrific night for him from the floor, making almost everything he looks at.
Monk dishes to Biyombo, and they pick up 2.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Mills, and it's San Antonio with another.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he shouldn't. He's solid from that in-between area.
Out to the right wing. Monk for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Monk's got 10 points in the game.
Well, it's all about confidence for Monk. I mean, he looked assured that time.
Here's Mills. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Martin wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. Here's Eubanks. Now Mills. Shoots over Bridges. Again, the Spurs good for 2. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Spurs delivering the blowout. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Now, here's Monk on the floor for San Antonio. Jones is out there with Mills, and it's Eubanks in at the 5 spot. Martin kicks to Bridges. Fires for 3, drills the three-pointer. Bridges has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hornets. Jones in the post, working on Martin. Kept alive. Knocks it loose.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Chris, you look at last year's all-defensive first-teamers. 4 out of 5 of those guys were 6'10 or taller. Clearly, size is an advantage.
Yeah, size or at least length. I mean, long arms, with that comes blocks, steals, and deflections. As long as you can move your feet, though, bigger is better.
And so he hits both. Here's Martin. Pass to Monk. Rebounded by the Spurs. Mills has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Offensive rebound. Here's Jones. The open jump shot off the mark. The Hornets shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now here's Jones. Drills the baseline jumper. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. It's Martin on the wing, covered by Mills. It's blocked. Here's Vassell. And stolen by Biyombo. And here is Bridges. Pass to Monk. To the middle. Here's Biyombo. And the dunk by Biyombo.
And we all know Monk likes to shoot, but their great decision, getting it to the open teammate.
Here's Jones. Here's Eubanks. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Monk with the ball. Gray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. Eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. And here's Martin following the three-pointer by Malik Monk. Charlotte moving it around. Bridges, no one around him. And another three for Charlotte.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Shoots from the baseline. Count that one. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now Martin passes it to Monk. No one near him. Again, the Hornets score.
And hey, Monk can sink this shot. The defense has to adjust and respect his mid-range jumper accordingly.
And the shot goes in. Charlotte's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. To the paint, here's Martin. Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that. Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Oh, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Here's Bridges. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Shots good by Mills. Now, here's Bridges. Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you are involved in more facets of the game.
Miles checked in for the Spurs. Derek White comes in for Patty Mills. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Jones. That one doesn't go. And the Hornets now going the other way. Here's Martin. And the basket is good. And here's Jones. Here's White. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Martin against White. Monk kicks to Martin. The pass to Martin. From outside the arc. Vassell grabs the board. Vassell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Fades and shoots. Here's Samanic. San Antonio calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
That's on that day I love. Put that on my auntie. money, I need it, love son. I put that on everything that I love. Motivating, paper chasing, bragging like Jamaican. If you see me on the phone, it's not no cake it. Quit a six-figure job, why? Cause I'm not patient. Need that money right now, need what Buffett make it. Man, live that life like rich. Five-star cuisine, need that new whip like that. G-style jeans and my chick bags for me. Flex-star 15, get that flex-star 15. I need the money, I need it, love son. I put that on everything that I love. Hundreds and fifties and sometimes.
Here's White. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Outside, Martin. Pass to Monk. Over in the corner, McDaniels. The 3. Vassell grabs the board. Vassell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Over Martin. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Martin up top, White covering. Martin kicks to McDaniels. And Jones over to help. Pass to Martin. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Just 5 to shoot. Monk shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And one of the more explosive dunkers in the league. Monk seems to make a highlight reel play on a nightly basis.
Yeah, a flashy player as an amateur and now as a pro. Monk has a 40-plus inch vert. That's right. Very few guys his size finishes the alley-oop the way he does.
Two shot.
And he makes the first.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class, Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5-stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
He's perfect from the line this time. And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats, looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college opponents with his athleticism. But you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of your game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing.
Here's Monk following the bucket by the Spurs. Passes it to Martin. Fires, high post. Rebounded by the Spurs.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
From 17 feet out. Second chance shot. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Martin with it. And there's the pass to Biyombo. To the inside. And the dunk by Biyombo.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
You know, discussing Biyombo, it's hard not to think back to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, isn't it?
I mean, how about 39 minutes? Only 7 points scored, but how about 26 rebounds to lead his team to victory? He actually had a terrific series all the way around and then parlayed that into a $72 million contract the following year.
Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? push the envelope or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far, and I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought.
Well, he's shown great patience tonight. I mean, he went through a scoreless first half, but didn't get down on himself. I mean, now he's got it going.
Now, here's ball.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to one shot.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And here's ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Pass to Biyombo. Kicks it to McDaniels. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Martin inside. Here's Biyombo. And it's Zimonjic with the rebound. The Spurs shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Shoots over McDaniel. And another basket for San Antonio. Charlotte has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Down low. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Jones in the post. He's covered by Ball. The Hornets shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Martin wide open. He fires. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And San Antonio shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Here's Jones. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Hornets now going the other way. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because I think they're on to something if we could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. And here are the Hornets now after the basket by San Antonio. Ball with the bucket.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Hornets ball. In for your Hornets, Nick Richards.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Now Martin. Pass the ball. Lots of room. Again, the Hornets score.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeJounte Murray.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
And the Spurs making a change here. Eubanks is checked in. Here's the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. A nice shot by McDaniels.
And that's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it, opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Ball against Jones. Shoots over Ball. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're up by 25. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
That's what men do. If that's my dog, then I'ma hold him down like a friend. I got him homie, I'm finna shake the town with a pistol. Can't know me where I get you. I always been official. Got a for any who want an issue. I'm just here to get this money. They should turn it up a little. I put these on pause. To that money, I continue. Match the gas to speed up. I won't ease up. I don't mean to face, but they can't keep up. Let me get next to me. Tell you now, but he tough. Step down, he's up, and I'm hungry for success. Give me my plate, I'm gon' eat up for real. Ever try to play, tell him put that on pause. Show the world what I'm reason why I wrote the song.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, DeJounte Murray.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. From deep, they get it back. Here's Samanic. And a little luck that time, but it drops. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Now here is Martin. Deep two from Ball. Gets a very good look and converts. Ball's got 30. It's Jones on the wing. He's covered by Ball. From the stripe. No good on that one. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We're just making everybody comfortable. Making each and everybody on this team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, even if it's on the defensive end. We're just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.